I've seen enough. I am ready to make my predictions for the 2024 Iowa Caucus. Let's dive right into it. Well, after months of waiting and campaigning, we are almost to the Iowa Caucus, just days away, and I'm finally ready to make my predictions. Now, this is where the fun begins, because I want you to put your predictions down in the comments, and then on caucus night, we'll come back to this video and compare to the actual results. So, I'm going to start at the bottom of my list and work my way up my rankings. At the very bottom, at 2%, I have Other. Now in this case, Other just represents small-time candidates, like Asa Hutchinson and Ryan Binkley. They don't have widespread support. Most of their support will be in isolated areas where they've campaigned. So overall, I think they will win about a total of 2%, these small-tier candidates combined. But I don't think it will be a significant impact on caucus night. Next up at 12%, I have Vivek Ramaswamy. Now, statistically, you watching are probably a Vivek supporter. YouTube, Twitter, social media loves Vivek. On the ground, his support isn't as strong, so I don't expect him to win. I do have him, though, at 12%. RCP's polling average has him at 5.9%. So I actually think he will exceed expectations. He's been doing this event strategy. I just made a video where he's going from town to town, meeting voters, shaking hands. Those one-on-one connections can really help a candidate on caucus night. And then at 18%, I have Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley has had some momentum. She's had a few slip-ups recently, a few mistakes on the campaign trail, but she still has the momentum going into this caucus. I think that's going to help her. Momentum matters a lot in presidential races. I think she'll score mid-tier, right about at 18%. And then, in second place, at 29%, I have Ron DeSantis. Now, many people right now would say I'm ranking him too high, but there are a few key factors to consider. DeSantis has huge ground game in Iowa. His pack never backed down has knocked on hundreds of thousands of doors in the Hawkeye State. Also, he has the endorsement of the governor, Kim Reynolds. He has the endorsement of Bob Vander Plaats, an evangelical leader. He's a weak candidate, but he's positioned well in Iowa. And I think that's going to put him right about 29% on caucus night. And then in first place, I have Donald John Trump winning the Iowa caucus at 39%. Now, this may seem like great news for the Trump fans, but I'm actually ranking him far lower than the polls say. Right now, RCP has him at 51.3%. I have him winning at 39%. So why am I bringing Trump down and the other candidates up? Well, I think it really comes down to the format of the caucus. The caucus happens at night, in the cold. Only the dedicated voters come out. Right now, many people are expecting Trump to win, and he probably will. That means his voters are probably less likely to come out, knowing that Trump's going to win. So I think that's going to hurt him on caucus night. I think that's going to help many of the other candidates. So that's why I've moved Trump down to 39%. So here's the big picture. Other at 2%, Ramaswamy 12%, Haley 18%, DeSantis 29%, and Trump 39%. Those are my final predictions. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on caucus night.